Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Crew looking to make a strong statement. Taking on the second-ranked team, the Crew looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
And for 14.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Looking downfield, it's Figueroa. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Caught behind the line. It's Cunningham. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense will set up on first and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, these jet sweeps are dangerous. You spend so much time worrying about the pass game or the running back coming between the tackles. All of a sudden, here comes a speedster around the edge with a lot of momentum. Puts a lot of pressure on a defense, as you saw right there.
Looking to scramble. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Figueroa. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of him for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff from the shotgun. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. This drive has now reached the red zone. Ball handed off. Got a lane. Can he get in? Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. The back's got it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Handoff to the single back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Lining up to try the extra point. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Offense on the field to take over. And the runner takes off to his right. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Caught over the middle. It's Cunningham. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff in a single back formation. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Figueroa. He's moving out of the pocket. And no throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the play.
Now the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. They stop him right at the 24.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made, wide open, way downfield.
And you just continue to see.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way. Can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Hebe decides to keep it here. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
I mean, is this guy a threat or what? I've been so impressed by what he can do watching him this week on film. I was excited to see him get a chance to show what he could do, not just throwing, but watching him make plays like this.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding?
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense ready to start this drive. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks a tackle into the clear. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carry.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
And here's the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? It's a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Ball handed off. Running with purpose. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
It's a short completion to the big tight end, but a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Looking to throw. It's Thomas. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. No huddle here for the offense. No press here, the defense backing away. They look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds. Incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's brought down, sacked. Excellent way for the defense to end this first half with momentum. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it second and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just... basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. Handoff running right. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense operating from the pistol. Tailback takes the handoff again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back to pass. It's Thomas. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game, and that score is a great start.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. A special teams disaster on the kickoff. Takes him back into the end zone, tackled for a safety. So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He hands it to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after just a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And that is no good. But there is a marker on the field. He just might get another shot at this. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. They'll try the right here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward. Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turn begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense makes their way on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Thomas. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. It's a nice gain. They move the football up to the 27.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
There's a 1st and 10 play. It's a run to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up. Now they're running on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The guys up front line up. It's first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator to get some positive yards and keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal. Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. You've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Thomas. Hit as he released it. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
Point after, not great through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's 1st and goal. And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.